Good hybrid here on the Sexy Dawg. Hello everybody, I'm Den Haring and welcome back to my channel, Fish Den 365. Thanks for tuning in today and welcome to another Top Water Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about the Strike King Sexy Dawg. That's what I'm talking about. So I found out about the Sexy Dawg from a friend of mine who was using it and caught some stripers on it and recommended it as a striper bait. And so I started fishing it and realized that it catches stripers quite well. And I'm sure it's good for smallmouth bass and all the other game fish as well. But I started using it for stripers at night fishing, primarily Lake Wallenpaupack. And this is the Sexy Dawg Junior. That's the one I've decided to use because the bait fish in Wallenpaupack are quite small. The alewives that are spawning right now are no longer than this. There's some that are a little shorter and some about this size. So I was trying to match the hatch with size. I think that's pretty important on most nights because the fish really get into this method of eating the alewives when they're doing this spawning ritual that they do, which is they go on the surface and I think a couple of them do this together and they make a circle, and oftentimes you'll hear this circle. These fish will come up and they'll circle around and you'll hear this on the surface, and right after that, boom, that's when you hear one of these stripers or walleyes or smallmouth or whatever's there come up and eat them. So they kind of get cued into that behavior with the bait fish, and even though these fish are eating heavily at night, on a lot of these nights, they're not always that easy to catch because you have to find a bait that mimics what those bait fish are doing to some degree. And I think sound is a big part of it. I've been learning more and more that the sound that the bait makes is important. And this one, it has a knocker in there, but more importantly to me, it's got some little BBs in it. You might be able to hear them rattling. It's a tinny sound, a very tinny BB sound, and I think that sound might even mimic the bait fish sound when the bait fish are in the water, because I've noticed that this is one of the lures that seems to catch these hybrids and purebreds quite well, and I have another one that catches them very well. We'll be doing a video about that down the road. Most of you probably know what that lure is. It's my favorite topwater lure of all time. That'll be the last Topwater Tuesday when we talk about that one. That one makes a very similar sound and catches fish very, very well. And this one, has that same sound. It's got a good profile. It's easy to walk the dog with this bait. It won't break the bank. It doesn't cost a lot. You can get these baits between $6 and $9. So that's one of all those reasons I like it. And they come in some really good color patterns too. Here's one. This is like a sexy chrome shad pattern. You can see it's got those chrome sides. That's good for when you have maybe sunlight or even moonlight, you get that shine coming off of there. This is the one I was using last night when I caught a hybrid last night on it, and I caught a purebred on it as well. And this is a good alewife pattern. It just has a good bait fish pattern, darker back, lighter sides, lighter belly, and this is a good one. I like to use this on very dark nights, and the nights right now are very, very dark because we got a new moon going, so there's no moon. And that's when I prefer to fish striped bass at night. They seem to like the darker nights for topwater. And I love fishing topwater. I love those explosions. So that's what I'm doing with these baits. I'll choose nights that are darker. Even if the moon is out, I'll try and find spots where it's behind a mountainside where it's not so bright. Doesn't mean you can't catch them when you have a full moon. You certainly can. It's just that the topwater bite is better on those darker nights. At least that's something that I've noticed. Be curious to know for you striper fishermen out there if you've found the same thing to be true. So that's the Sexy Dawg. Easy to walk the dog with this thing. The way I was fishing it last night was a very slow cadence of walking the dog, where I just twitch, 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 and they seem to like that the best. I tried twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, 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 pause. I've noticed that in the other bait that I like to use, the same kind of thing. It's that real slow twitch cadence. They seem to like that the best, or get fooled by that the most. And it was a little bit slow last night. It wasn't as good. The night before, my son and I were out, and he caught some nice fish. He caught a walleye, a couple of hybrids, and I caught a decent smallmouth. They were hitting more the night before. We'll see what it's like. We're going back out tonight. We'll see what it's like out there tonight. I'll be using this bait again and some others as well. One of the baits that I intend to use tonight, I'll be showing you on a very upcoming Topwater Tuesday. Looking forward to that. We'll keep that one as a surprise. Just keep you tuned in for the next time around. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me the thumbs up. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to tell your friends about the channel. Get them interested too. I'm trying to grow the channel. And the more people that become aware of it, the better it works out for growing the channel. I appreciate you guys watching and sharing your thoughts and comments. Please continue to do that. Let me know what you find about topwater fishing at night for these fish, what baits work for you, and we can share the information that way. Remember, we're certified bassified, and as always, may God bless your fishing endeavors.